yourself first. Period, point blank. At the end of the day, put yourself first. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome and welcome back. My name's Alyesha and I'm a 19-year-old college student. I'm basically finished with my first year of college. So I decided that I want to do a girl talk and take down my hair. So as you can see, I've already started and it's actually a pretty funny story. There's no sound on all the other videos I was recording. I am not upset, but I am upset, but I just have to move on. So today's video is gonna be a girl talk and college edition because I'm a college student. So I just have like a few topics. I don't have any specific questions. I'm just gonna talk over again. Great. So the first topic is just gonna be life after high school. To my seniors, I know the second semester is always like, like you feeling like a zombie, like I'm so close, I'm almost there, like senioritis gets kicking your butt. Who knows, you might even have senioritis now or have had it since you were a junior like me. But all I have to say is embrace that time you have while you're in it. Embrace all the fun you get to have on prom, all the fun on graduation, all the senior events. Just embrace your last moments of freedom, because after, like, I know y'all be like, oh,
I'm ready to turn 18. I'm ready to be grown, or I'm grown as fuck.
I don't want to be here no more, or not here, but I don't want to be 19 no more. Like, life was lifing, and I'm like, oh, it's a little too serious. Like taxes, like all taxes, bill, credit card, car note, all of that. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be a passenger princess, and I just want to be taken care of. You know, high school it was very traumatic for me, so I can only imagine what it was like for everyone else. Adulthood can be traumatic too, and we don't want that. What I have learned is to stay present. Stay present. Don't worry about the past. Don't stress about what happened, what you should have did, what could have happened, what could have been. Remember where you're at now. Yeah, I know I was ready to, like, I was rushing to be in college, to be grown, or what I thought was grown, but I had no idea what would really come out of that. College for me has been a lot of personal growth, and I can only hope the same for everyone else. Positive growth, of course. It taught me a lot of lessons, because a lot of things happened. You know, like even before I even got to college, I was trying to make a decision that wasn't the smartest, but I pivoted. That's my favorite line, pivot, because don't sit in it, don't dwell in it. Like, I was angry that I wasn't able to go to my dream school, and I'm like, I'm about to take a break. Had I taken a break, I probably wouldn't have gone back. So, but you know, college is also not for everybody. So if you do a semester and you realize, I don't like this, it's okay. It's okay. If you do a year and be like, oh, I need a break, take that break. What college taught me is put yourself first. Put yourself first. Always put yourself first. The next topic is making friends in college. College is different from high school in many ways, but it's also the same. And what's the same is that you're gonna enter this place and most of the people are gonna be in the same place of life that you're in. A freshman in college, new to the city you're in, probably new to everything, like just a baby for real. I know in high school, like I remember telling my best friend before we got there, I'm like, I'm not gonna have any friends. Because I was scared. I was closing myself off to any possibilities or opportunities of me being perceived, because I was scared of that. But you gotta get over that fear of being perceived. If you got goals and you want to be successful, you can't be scared of what other people are gonna say, because they're gonna talk regardless. What I did to make friends, because I was so scared, I came here with an open mind for one. I came here with an open mind. Although I was scared, I was facing that fear head on. I go to a PWI. I already knew that since I had not like grown up around white people, I wasn't, it was definitely a culture shock. So if you're going to a HBCU, if you're going to a PWI and you didn't grow up around if you're going to a PWI, you didn't grow up around white people, it's going to be a culture shock. It really is. But you just gotta remember who you are. That girl, period. That boy, that them, that they, whatever. That person, you know? Shine your light. Don't dim it for nobody. But anyways, y'all. So I think during my orientation, I saw these like 2 black girls, and literally I just walked up to them. I would have never done that. But I'm like, well, I want friends, so this is what I have to do. Or even just to know people. So I walked up to them. I'm like, oh my God, like, are we the only, like, I wonder how many black people there are. Like, find something to like, I feel like talking to black people is the easiest, because you can just like talk about your experience at that PWI, and 9 times out of 10 they're gonna have that same experience, and y'all can begin to bond off of that. Or y'all can talk mess about y'all teacher, like talking mess about somebody that's sitting next to you in class. That's how me and this one girl like became friends. We was talking mess about our teacher. Our math teacher is so funny, but that's not the point. But study groups, homework, joining clubs, like working on a job on campus events, like, you know, like campus events may sound corny, but if you want friends, if you want to know people, you honestly got to do what you got to do to meet people. Because most friend groups are formed within the first week. And it's okay if you don't find your people within the first week. Because, like, if that's what happened, it was meant to happen. But you're going to find your people. You just don't force anything. And just be yourself. Just be yourself. the group of people I started with, I'm still cool with them, but I had to like readjust my view. And so that taught me how to be alone, because I definitely was beginning to feel alone. Like I had nobody. Like I was seeing my friends at other colleges have those friend groups like that you see on TikTok and stuff. And comparison is the thief of joy. I was comparing myself. So yeah, it took my joy about college, because I was like, I want my own friends. Like, but I definitely had to learn that my own company is enough. I started prioritizing myself, my self-care. I started cooking, painting, just trying to do things for me. Of course, everyone is gonna have a different experience with making friends, like depending on if you go to a big school, a small school, a PWI, HBCU. Because I go to a PWI and it's a smaller, gonna be different for everybody. So don't compare yourself. If you see your other friends like from high school partying, doing all this other, don't do it just because you wanna be like them. Do what is best for you. And as for friends from high school and college, you're gonna grow apart. You are. You're not gonna talk as much, and that's okay. Like, but you know, keep in touch with your best friends. Like your best friends, the people that have always been there, those are gonna continue. They're gonna continue to be there. throughout the college experience, and especially if y'all are going through it together, y'all will definitely be each other's support system. And I'm very much thankful for mine, because it's been a rough ride and she knows it all, and she was there for it all. Shout out to my girl la la la. But yeah, the next topic is going to be college and mental health. So coming into college, I definitely had a lot of unresolved mental health issues stemming from high school. I mean, actually stemming from my childhood, but you know, the impact on COVID on my mental health, I never like fully recovered. So then coming to college was really just like a yeah. So I started therapy because we get free counseling services here. So I'm like, I've had bad experiences with therapy, but I'm starting to struggle. So, and that was also around the time I was like starting to feel alone. So starting therapy definitely helped me. It definitely stunted my personal growth, you know, doing all that inner work, self-work, self-care, putting me first. You know, I'm gonna keep prioritizing that, because it's very much important to put you first, especially in college, because especially your mental health, because if your mental health is booty, then your grades will suffer. Everything around you will suffer if your mental health is booty, and we all know this. So, you know, I know how the Black community sees therapy and mental health, and it's not taken seriously, but the one thing that I like about our generation is that we take that stuff seriously. So if you have any campus resources, like even like those STDs, like our school had like STD testing, like therapy sessions, disability, all of that stuff, like take advantage of that. Therapy helped me realize, like, I knew I had anxiety, but I got like a formal diagnosis from my therapist that I have generalized anxiety disorder. So she helped me get my my disability accommodations, because like I said, college is gonna bring all of that stuff up. Like, I've been questioning whether I got whether I'm neurodivergent, and college really made it to where I could not ignore those questions about myself anymore, because they were starting to impact me. Like, I was starting to have issues with like time management and just like motivation in general. And I'm like, I was always like, what is wrong with me? Like, why everything that they say about motivation and time management, why doesn't it work for me? And I had to see it from another point of view, in that what works for one person won't work for you. So you have to find what works for you. So definitely getting help when you need it. Oh, that is a big one. That is a big one. Get help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Because I know when I did CCP, I did not ask for help, and I would be struggling. And I ended up like failing the classes. So, but that was CCP. I came to college and I changed that. Like, they in them like first weeks, they tell you about all the resources, and like they're telling you them for a reason, so you can make use of them. And you definitely should. Like, don't be afraid to, if your school got a food pantry, don't be afraid. That is free food. Free food. Like, especially being a broke college student, take advantage of the free food. Take advantage of the jobs. Take advantage of the internship. Take advantage of everything. Like, go to office hours, get help. Go to tutoring, just get help. I cannot stress that enough. Like, don't be afraid to ask for help, because at the end of the day, not asking for help is only going to make you suffer more. If you've been studying for 5-6 hours, you starving, you dizzy, you dehydrated, stop studying. You know what I also realized? I was trying to figure out like why I couldn't wake up in the mornings, was because I wasn't going to sleep on time. So once I realized, oh, I function better when I get 9 hours of sleep, I made it my duty to get 9 hours of sleep a day. And to start doing that, I had to establish a night routine. Self-care in college is definitely very important. Like, do your face mask, do your lashes, do your nails, do your hair, like do all of that. You look good, you smell good, you feel good. You look good, you smell good, you feel good. Like, that is true. I'm not even gonna say you need to put that shit on, but just think about the fact that when you look good, you feel good. Just think about that. Like, start to pay attention to yourself. Notice the warning signs of, like, if you're falling into a depression, like really being in tune with your emotions. And like, if you're a girl, like your cycles and stuff, watching what you're eating, what you're drinking, all of that plays into your mental health. If you don't already, I would definitely recommend journaling. Journaling, it really saved my life. Learning how to express myself, not being afraid of expressing myself. I've always been afraid and I've always dimmed my light, but now that stops. I'm not dimming my light anymore. I express myself freely. I said what I said. I'm gonna speak my truth forever and always. Okay, hey y'all, I'm back. I'm 3/4 of the way done now. Yeah, I just wanted to, because for some reason I cannot multitask. I cannot talk and take down my hair, so I had to focus on taking down most of my hair first. But yeah, most of it is done. This is the last section and our last couple topics. Next, we're gonna talk about roommates. For me, y'all, this is a topic, because I had a roommate's horror story, but that's a story for another day. What I have to say as far as roommates, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Do not be afraid to set boundaries. If your roommates is dirty, be on them about that. If they too loud, they not being considerate of your time, they playing in your face, they getting smart, they doing whatever, set boundaries. If keep evidence. Have a problem, make sure that you're telling so that it's a paper trail if, you know, anything gets escalated. As far as I don't really know, because okay y'all, I only had roommates for a good month. I literally didn't even make it a whole school year of roommates. I moved out in like September, I want to say, and I ended up moving by myself, as I should, thank God. Cause yeah, I don't really know what to say about roommates. I know they say, like, so I'm transferring campuses and I plan on staying with my friend, and I know they say like don't stay with your friends, like you don't want to ruin the friendship. But especially if you're going to a PWI, stay with your friend. That's all I got to say. If you go into a PWI, stay with your friend. Like, that don't apply when you're going to a HBCU, because like, I mean, like, granted, black people can be dirty, they can have all of the same problems, but from my experience living with, it was culture shock, 2 different versions of cleanliness. They didn't respect me. And we all know why. Like, be so for real. If you know that you not good at setting boundaries, you not good at like speaking up for yourself, because that was me. Like, I would try to speak up, but we was in a quad, so they would triple team me, and I was all by myself. But you know, that was another learning experience. Living with roommates was really lonely. I was always by myself because, yeah. And I say that depending on if you like got 2 roommates, 3 roommates, 4, whatever, how many roommates you got, try to get to know them. All right, y'all. I don't know where I left off at, but I want to say I was talking about, like, as far as roommates, just try to go with an open mind, especially at a PWI, and you look like me. Try to go in with an open mind, and if they treat you weird, don't feed into that negativity. Just remove yourself from the situation. Protect your peace. Put yourself first always. The next topic is gonna be about relationships. So I am in a relationship. I've been in a relationship going on 2 years. I want to say specifically we're like a year and 9 months. So yeah, we're about to hit 2 years. Our first year, my girlfriend went to Central Michigan. That was a learning curve. And then going our second year, of course, I went to college. And you know, we tried to take what we had learned from the first time she went. Prioritize communication. You know, make sure you're always telling your partner what you're doing, where you're going, like if you won't be able to talk that day. You know, things are always going to change, but you just have to remember you're in a relationship. It's just y'all two. Don't worry about what nobody's telling you. Don't fall for no temptation. Don't wreck a happy home for some temporary fun. You know, if you feeling like you want to get to college and open your legs, be with any girl, any boy, anybody, don't go into a relationship. And you know, most people say not to go into a relationship your first year, but I feel like if the relationship is fresh and new, yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna say that, because it don't matter. If it's love, like, it's gonna work out. If you guys truly love each other, you want the relationship to work out, you want the best for the relationship, you're always gonna put in that work so that the relationship stays consistent. Also, yeah, consistency along with communication, because college is very spontaneous sometimes. So trying to be consistent and showing up in your relationship. And yeah, if you got trust issues, then you may want to rethink. If you're already having any issues within a relationship before you leave, like what's likely gonna happen is, like, before you're about to leave, things might get bumpy because you might start projecting, or your partner might start projecting based off of the fear that, like, you know, you might cheat or they might cheat or like anything. But reassurance, communication, consistency are the keys. Not really much relationship advice you can give, because a relationship is between you and your partner, and you guys have to figure out what works for you guys. But those are the basics: consistency, communication, and reassurance. What would I do differently? Honestly, I would stay on top of my organization, because for me it's easy to let your lack of motivation get the best of you. It's very easy to let your depression get the best of you. It's very easy to skip class. It's very easy to just, you know, not do your best, not show up and do your best. Establishing a routine in the beginning, like a study schedule, like utilizing Google Calendar, planners, anything that works for you to like stay organized. What works for me is I would write out all of my homework for the week when I had my first semester. So I feel like what you do can change depending on semester, depending on your course load. But I would write out all of my assignments, and then, like, instead of doing the assignments the day they were due, I would do them the day before they were due, and that helped me like stay on track, and the workloads seemed not as hard. I wouldn't say that I made any bad decisions, or not even bad, but just decisions that I regret. I didn't make any. I would say just the fact that I wasn't confident in myself and that I didn't trust myself. Alright, so as you guys can see, I finally finished taking out my hair. So that means that the video is coming to an end. I just want to give like some last closing motivation type. So first, treat others the way you want to be treated. And treating people bad just because they treat you bad, this is Alyesha from the future. When I say don't treat them bad just because of that, it's because that's only a reflection of themselves. How they treat you is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. They're constantly pointing out things about you. It's a reflection of the insecurities they have. If they're treating you bad for no reason, that's a reflection of themselves. Thank you. It's not P. Don't stoop down to their level, because you're not them. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm going to keep saying that. Do not be afraid to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with needing help. There's nothing wrong with receiving help. Help does not make you any less. It doesn't make you any less of a hard worker. Enjoy yourself. What's next? Enjoy yourself. Always. Enjoy yourself always. Be present in the moment. You know. Because in 4 years gonna be over before you know it. And you're gonna look back and think, oh my God, I wish I could go back. Because that's what I'm thinking about high school. Oh my God, what such a non-stressful time. But you know, that's life. You just gotta keep going. Oh, I said it again. I'm gonna repeat myself. Keep going. Don't give up, y'all. Don't give up, no matter how hard it gets. No matter how much you want to quit, no matter how much you gotta cry, no matter how much you gotta feel everything and let it out in a healthy way. Remember your goals, remember why you're doing what you're doing, wherever you are in life. What matters is the work you put into that. What matters is where you're going. Your direction is more important than your speed. And the last thing I had to tell myself, which I even got a tattoo, no rain, no flowers. Be proud of your growth. Be proud of how far you came. And always remember, you can go further. You can do more. You got this. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.